Beyaz Kalesi'ne atlamadılar. Beyaz Kalesi'nin karşıya tamam bunlar
For centuries, villagers in the Anatolian heartlands have hunted these animals, not only to protect their crops and livestock, but also to uphold a bond between man and land that stretches back to the time of the Seljuks and Ottomans. Yet in modern times, this age-old practice has taken on a new intensity. Once was an activity grounded in community, self-reliance, and seasonal rhythms, has become a calculated and high-stakes mission to protect livelihoods, restore balance to fragile ecosystems, and hold back a fast-moving tide of destruction.
Aferin abi.
Oo, tamam. Yalan sıkıntı. Oo, kütük geliyor, kütük. Hay Allah.
Bak beşin içinde abi. Bekle.
The wild boar population in Turkey has grown out of control. Thanks to a combination of mild winters, ample food sources, and a lack of natural predators, their numbers have exploded over the past 2 decades.
Bu iş böyle olur.
After that, we discovered and chased more wild boars. The whole group coordinated smoothly. Thanks to that, the wild boars tried to run away, but could not succeed. The sound of gunfire echoed, and one by one, the wild boars were destroyed. From the ambush position, another herd of wild boars entered the team's sights. Each shot rang out decisively, followed by the defeated targets. The more the spoils of war increased, the more excited we felt. In the chaos, a wild boar separated from the herd and ran in a separate direction. So we tried to chase it to kill it. At a fairly long distance, when the wild boar moved to an open position, I immediately opened fire. Regaining my composure, holding the gun firmly, I fired the decisive shot, causing the wild boar to collapse on the spot. However, that was not the end. We needed to scan the surroundings to make sure we didn't miss any targets. We were lying in ambush on a hill, quietly waiting for the wild boar to move past our line of sight. Here it is. In a moment when the wild boar was off guard, I took it down with a fatal shot. While searching along the slopes, our eyes caught sight of another wild boar. The group immediately took aim and fired continuously, determined not to let it escape. Our wild boar hunt continued. Just a few minutes later, we found our next targets. A wild boar of enormous size and extremely agile, but in the end, it still could not escape our sights. Our hunting trip ended when it got dark.
Halt. Gidiyor.
Ya görmüyor musun?
Specific seasons and zones are designated for hunting, with further restrictions placed on night hunting, a method increasingly relied upon due to the nocturnal habits of boars.
Çok güzel. Ayağımızın dibine geldi. Böyle atarlar. Domuz gelir. Domuz atar. Domuz atla vurur. Domuzun yanına iner. Buna şey diyor. Öyle. Bunları frekansı tuttu mu bizim? Yok.
These rules aren't bureaucratic red tape. They're necessary for ensuring the safety of hunters, dogs, and the public.
Allah razı olsun. Yani tatlanmaktan kurtardınız. Eğer vuramazsanız tatlı alacağız.
When the hunting season begins, it's not uncommon to see convoys of pickup trucks heading out before dawn, filled with seasoned hunters and loyal dogs. These aren't just hobbyists. Many are skilled professionals or lifelong villagers who've grown up knowing how to read a forest like a book.
Murat at şunları at bak geçecek. Gelecekler orada duralım ya. At gönder onları Murat. Vurul dönüyor. At Murat at dönsünler at. Helal olsun Murat. Helal olsun.
Their boots sink into the Anatolian soil, rifles slung across their backs, thermal imaging scopes in hand, radios crackling with coordinates as they prepare to enter the wild.
Çok kalabalık hayvan geliyor. Bak Özkan gerinize doğru Özkan.
Bize doğru Özkan bize doğru.
Oğlum,
Atın
oradan
çevirin lan.
Emre yürü. Yürü. Kapa kamerayı aç.
For them, this isn't a sport. It's a responsibility.
Hadi.
Most hunts take place either just before sunrise or shortly after sunset, when the boars are most active.
Hocam aç.
Bırak.
Under the cover of twilight or darkness, they leave their forest dens to feed on crops, roots, and whatever else they can scavenge.
Tamam. Evet.
Hunters set up near watering holes, recently damaged fields, or along well-worn animal trails.
Nasıl gitti lan? Daha çıkıyor. Dur.
Each movement in the forest, each broken twig or fresh hoof print in the mud tells a story.
Geliyor. Devam etmiyor musun?
Bark scratched raw by tusks, overturned soil still damp from rooting, or even the sharp smell of disturbed earth. These are the signs a hunter must learn to read. But boars are not easy prey. A full-grown wild boar in Turkey can weigh more than 250 pounds and run at speeds that surprise even the most experienced hunters.
Evet, rast gelsin arkadaşlar.
With tusks sharp enough to pierce bone and hides thick enough to resist poorly placed bullets, they are dangerous opponents, quick to anger and fearless when threatened. There are dozens of harrowing tales from hunters who found themselves ambushed, injured, or separated from their dogs in thick fog or dense forest. Some have had to climb trees to avoid being gored. Others weren't so lucky.
Hocam sana gelin.
To improve their odds, many hunters continue to rely on a time-honored technique, hunting with dogs.
Hadi. Hadi, devam.
In the remote villages nestled in the mountains of Mulla, Artvin, and Kahramanmaraş, it's still common to see large, muscular Turkish dogs, like the Kangal or Akbaş, trained from puppyhood to track, corner, and subdue wild boars. These dogs are more than just hunting aids. They're loyal companions, deeply bonded to their handlers. lead the charge, barking and herding the boar toward a clearing, while catch dogs close the distance, gripping the animal until the hunter arrives. In these moments, everything depends on teamwork, timing, and nerves of steel.
Buraya düştü. Güzel av oldu. Ama bize değdi.
The training process is long and demanding. Puppies must be introduced to scent trails, taught not to panic under pressure, and conditioned to work in dangerous terrain.
Sol abi, sol sol.
But a skilled dog team can be incredibly effective. In some provinces, organized hunts using dogs have removed hundreds of wild boars per year.
Buradan misafirimizle güzel bir av yaptık. Güzel trafeler vurdular.
Their work has spared countless farms and allowed parts of Turkey's countryside to breathe again, if only for a little while. Even with these efforts, the battle is far from won. The problem is more than agricultural. It's deeply ecological. Wild boars are a disaster for Turkey's fragile natural ecosystems.
Arkadaşlar, köpek domuzu vurdu.
In national parks like Kaz Dağı and forests surrounding Lake Bayshehir, they uproot rare plants, trample delicate underbrush, and displace native species like deer, jackals, and ground-dwelling birds.
Arkadaşlarım bizi davet edip bana bağlı.
rooting behavior destroys soil structure, causes erosion, and disrupts water flows. Some species of flora and fauna, already endangered due to habitat loss, have seen their populations further dwindle due to boar activity. It's not just crops at risk, it's biodiversity. Worse still, boars are known carriers of infectious diseases. African swine fever, brucellosis, and leptospirosis are among the illnesses that can spread from wild boars to domesticated animals, and in some cases, to humans.